Thumbelina. A kind woman had no children. One day, a fairy heard her wish to have a baby girl. She gave her a seed to plant in her garden. The seed bloomed into a flower. The woman saw a tiny, beautiful girl inside the flower, not bigger than her thumb. She decided to call her Thumbelina. Thumbelina was so small that she had a walnut shell for a bed and wet petal as a blanket. One night, an ugly toad saw her sleeping and carried her off to his lily pad in a pond to make her bride for his son. Early morning, when Thumbelina woke up, she saw the ugly toad and found herself inside the pond. She started crying. Hearing the toad's wish, Thumbelina was very upset. But without taking account of Thumbelina's wish, the toad and his family started preparations for the marriage, leaving her alone. Suddenly, Thumbelina saw a great cockchafer and requested him to help her. The cockchafer threw a liner towards her. She caught it, and the cockchafer drifted her towards the bank. The great cockchafer caught her and left her on the ground. She lived alone in the great wood. Summer and autumn passed. Winter came. She felt she would surely be frozen to death. In the evening, she saw a mouse house in a little field. She went there and begged for shelter and food. The mouse welcomed her and permitted her to live there for the whole winter. In return, Thumbelina did all his household work. One day, the field mouse's neighbor visited his house. He was very rich. He saw Thumbelina and proposed her to marry him in spring. A short time before spring, a long passage was dug from the mouse's house to his neighbor's house. All three started walking in that passage. On the way, Thumbelina found an injured bird. Thumbelina took proper care of the bird, and the bird was now quite fit and healthy. Spring came. The bird flew away, reminding her about her marriage with the rich mouse. The field mouse told her that the rich mouse had done all the preparations for the marriage, and the next day was their wedding day. Thumbelina did not want to marry the rich mouse. She was very upset. She started to weep. She went outside to her friends, the cockchafer, and the bird, and asked them for help. The bird got ready to help her. The young Thumbelina flew away on the bird's back. They flew across many seas and came to a land of sunshine. When Thumbelina stepped inside a flower, she found a handsome boy, as tiny as she. The boy said, "This is my house. You can live in flowers." He was none other than the Prince of Flowers. Both fell in love with each other. The prince asked her to marry him. Thumbelina agreed and they lived happily ever after. Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.